From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, happy Friday morning to you all. That cooler, unsettled weather pattern I've been talking about all week long, it finally arrived yesterday. Saw cooler temperatures. Some areas seeing a decent amount of rainfall, especially for the north coast, even some of the higher elevations, but the valley just didn't see much. Redding did get to see a little bit of rainfall, but to the south of that, just not as much, if any, quite honestly. Now, the cool and unsettled weather pattern is going to stick around for a while. It's here, but we're actually getting a break from it. Even the coast will see mainly dry conditions through most of the day today, with more sunshine for many of us, warmer temperatures. You'll see that here in a second. But we're going to be looking at a drier pattern toward the middle to latter part of next week. Because, yeah, we see a bit of that break today, but we've got some more wet weather heading our way. In fact, there is a flash flood watch for Del Norte County. Now, this is mainly for the Smith River Complex burn-scarred area from this past summer. So with the amount of rainfall that we've already seen, and of course on top of that, we could be looking at the potential for some mudslides and debris flows over that burn-scarred area. So with over 2 to 4 inches of rain possible, that certainly could be a concern. The winds are going to be picking up for the north and east portions of Northern California. There's a wind advisory for Saturday. I'm not terribly concerned about it. The main concern will be, of course, just some damage to maybe some downed trees, maybe even some broken tree limbs as well. But there you can see, of course, what we're looking at here at those gusty winds to the north and east in particular, not as bad elsewhere. And then, of course, those winds should start to die down as we go into Saturday night and into your Sunday as well. So not a very long event, but certainly you'll notice that, especially in Modoc County, eastern Siskiyou County as well, and not to mention even parts of northern Lassen County. For today, getting you out the door, it's kind of interesting because yesterday, of course, the overcast skies, we're going to see more sunshine. Temperatures quite possibly flirting with that 80-degree mark today in the valley. For Siskiyou, Modoc County, not as warm, but still dry in partly cloudy skies, mid-60s, and mid to upper 60s for the East Mountains. Now for the North Coast, also seeing fairly dry conditions after some fog this morning. I'm expecting, though, late afternoon, early evening, some showers to kick in for the North Coast. Even the inland areas, but even the inland areas getting in the low 70s today, upper 60s to about 70 out in Trinity County. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast. Let's walk you through the timing of the next round of rain. Here's today at noon. There you got the mostly sunny skies. Gorgeous day actually in store for us as we take you through your Friday morning. All right, now we go into Friday afternoon. That's today, right? What we're seeing, the clouds will be on the increase, but still fairly dry. But we're beginning to see some light showers for Siskiyou County, Trinity County, heavier rainfall beginning to approach, especially Del Norte County. Now let's take you into Friday night into early Saturday morning. This is around midnight. There you can see just some light showers kind of maybe pushing through. Most of us will be asleep and in bed when this is pushing on through. It pushes to the east by Saturday morning at 4 a.m. Now we're seeing some showers off into parts of Modoc County and in the eastern mountains, but elsewhere fairly dry. But we've got another system that's coming in from the west. This will first impact the north coast Saturday morning, and I think we'll start to see some rain, especially for Del Norte and parts of northern Humboldt County at this point. But you'll notice Saturday morning, not much activity. Now, if you have outdoor plans in the valley on Saturday, be prepared for the fact that we are seeing the bulk of the rain up to the north. So yes, Del Norte County, Humboldt County, western Siskiyou. This is typical, right? But we could see kind of some activity developing for parts of the valley in the form of a stray shower, a stray sprinkle, that is. And that'll be the case here for Saturday around noon. Now, as we go into Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, we're actually seeing a little bit more in the way of more intense showers possibly. When I say intense, heavier showers, right? Because they won't be that intense. But I think as you head out to Corning, Chico, Oroville, better chances going into the evening. But we could see a stray sprinkle or light shower of places like Redding as well. And then you can even see the activity to the north is beginning to taper off as well. Then Saturday night into Sunday morning, we're seeing most of the activity to the south and to the east. Now we take and transition to our long-range forecast model. And really for the most part, especially the first half of the day on Sunday, not looking all that wet for everybody. But by Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, typical areas to the northwest. western Siskiyou County, Del Norte, and northern Humboldt counties, but really not much activity elsewhere. Now, Monday, Tuesday, we are going to see showers across the board, off and on, with mostly cloudy skies. Tuesday is even more interesting because we're seeing more blue on the map, which indicates some lower snow levels. I've got snow levels around 4,000 feet on Tuesday, so that could mean El Turris, maybe Susanville could see some snow. It might be hard-pressed for Boerne at 3,500 feet, and not to mention Mount Shasta City also at about 3,500 feet. But of course, you can see in the valley, maybe some more of those showers as well, and not to mention off to the west. But then it dries out for Wednesday, Thursday. The system that's pushing to the south may bring in a little bit of shower activity on Friday of next week. But overall, it's looking like at least Wednesday and Thursday, if not even into Friday of next week, looking drier. So, looking at the forecast rainfall total, same song and dance here that we're talking about. And this is something that I've been talking about with all the storm systems for the most part that have been coming through this season. Most of the rain to the north and west. And this is normal, right? You see it mainly into the northwest, Del Norte, western Siskiyou, and northern Humboldt County. This is typically where the bullseye is, where you see the heaviest amount of rainfall. This, by the way, is also where we had the flash flood watch, simply because, of course, the burn-scarred area from the Smith River complex. Then you head to the south and east, you see less and less rainfall. Again, typical. That's normal. All right, so here I'll look at your wave heights, and not that bad for today, but with the approaching system coming in on Saturday, yeah, those wave heights are definitely going to be on the increase, around 10 to 11 feet. By tonight, there will be a small craft advisory, but for now, it's got the rain showers in the forecast. South winds at 5 to 10 knots. Your low tide at 10:14 this morning, and your high tide will be at 4:09 this afternoon. So looking at your forecast for today, mainly dry. I mean, look at these highs. We're back in the upper 70s, maybe even close to 80 degrees for that daytime high. Dry conditions off to the east, and fairly dry conditions even for the coast. It's not until late afternoon, early evening that the coast will start to see some showers here. So looking at your 7-day outlook, you know, this is something I've mentioned before, and these unsettled weather patterns can be very unpredictable. These are kind of my worst nightmare when it comes to forecasting because it is so difficult. Because really, day to day, things change, even in a matter of just 24 to 48 hours. So as you can see here, I'm thinking for at least Mount Shasta City, heaviest rainfall will be Saturday and then Monday, Tuesday, most likely in the form of rain. El Turris and Susanville, by Tuesday, you're looking at the potential for maybe some snowflakes. Not out of the question for accumulating snow, but it's going to be borderline 4,000 to 5,000 feet, drying out by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Your 7-day outlook for Redding and really the valley in general. Here you can see dry conditions today and beautiful upper 70s, maybe even touching 80 in some spots. Now, showers on Saturday, don't cancel outdoor plans, but just be prepared. Maybe bring an umbrella, bring something to keep you dry if you see a passing shower, but it won't last for very long because by Sunday, I'm expecting mainly dry conditions. And then Monday, Tuesday, off and on showers with mostly cloudy skies, and then drying out by Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Taking a look at your 7-day outlook for the North Coast. Of course, pretty much the same chances for rain each and every single day. We do have those showers coming in Sunday night. By the way, the one thing that won't change on the 7-day outlook over the next few days is the fact that daylight saving time ends, and you need to set those clocks back 1 hour Saturday night or Sunday morning.